So I'm here at the California Golden Show. I'm speaking to Carol Coates. Now, Carol, when I look at this this item here, don't take this the wrong way, but to me this looks like a fragment of a mural. Is there any possible truth to that?
Yes, it is. It is numbered on the back. Number one.
That's what I was going to say. Number one.
So it probably, we believe, it's one panel from a series that was rescued.
Now, since this is the number one, so this was the extreme left-hand side of the mural.
I would assume so. It would continue.
Now, looking at the dimensions of this, how many panels do you think there were? I would say 6. Now,
I'm guessing 4, but who would know?
Well,
What we'd love to know is who the artist was, and I've been doing a lot of research in that regard. It is in the style of Dean Cromwell.
That was the name I was going to say. So it's just,
because of the heavy blue outlining of the figures.
I mean, it's clearly in his style. And so, what can you tell me about a little more about Dean Cromwell? Even though we're not saying it's him. I mean, this obviously has the Cromwell signature to it.
Well, the outlining is typical, but...
so it's either Cromwell or probably a protege of, or a disciple of Cromwell.
And it's just wonderful that a piece of history was preserved, was saved, is now a work of art. So many of these were destroyed. They were created in the WPA era in the 1930s.
So the WPA,
the Depression.
so that kept the artists off the streets.
Kept them at work, believe it or not.
And
they enlivened many public installations, post office, libraries, and civic buildings, railroad stations, and not many of them have survived. 40 bucks.
So I would, looking at that, all things considered, I would say about $12,499. What would you say? How much would you?
Gosh, you're close.
So how much do you want for it?
$12,500.
$12,500. Oh. Yeah, I know.
And it is featured prominently in the California Revival book.
Oh, tell me about that book that it's featured prominently in. Who wrote that book? Well, look at that. It's featured in your own book. My God, who could have seen that coming?
Anyway,
what are the odds?
There's another one.
There's another one. Look at that.
I brought some items out of my personal collection to the show.
Oh, this is from your.
This has never been exhibited before.
So this is being premiered at the show for the first time.
It has never been
how long has that been in your personal collection?
20 years.
20 years.
And
wow.
It's featured. We can show it.
Look at that. Now, when did this book hit the streets?
Seems like forever ago.
I bet it wasn't forever ago.
It was. It was 2007.
Okay, so 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me find you.
Well, it's in here somewhere.
No.
That's what she says. There are doubters.
That's not it.
We're getting here. Now, there's only so many pages, and we've gone through them all.
Page 164.
Okay, on page 164. Now, is this a description of it?
Correct.
Why don't you just read me some of the description?
Handsome Caballero at the Marketplace mural was perhaps a section of a larger piece, 1930s, artist unknown. It is a 4 by 5 foot section on board, executed in a graphic art style.
Now, what is
Many murals were done in this period in public places, inspired by the famed mural work of Diego Rivera and Siqueiros.
Oh, it's inspired by Diego Rivera? How do you know that?
Well, I'm basically saying the Mexican mural movement was very big during that period. And it inspired many California artists to attempt outdoor installations.
Okay.
Correct. That was the whole Mexican mural period.
Okay.
I'm not saying.
Well, she's the.
There is an exhibit currently on Siqueiros and his influence on the LA art scene at the Autry right now.
At the Autry?
Autry.
Oh, the Autry. Oh, okay.
And the Siqueiros exhibit focuses on the 6 months that he was in Los Angeles and his huge impact on the artists who lived here.
Now, the 6 months. When was that?
I think it was 1934. Don't quote me. You have to go to the Getty site. Well, the Getty site has it. It was either, I think it was 34
somewhere
or
in the mid-30s.
During the Depression.
Okay, so during the good old days, during the Depression, he was here for 6 months, and he made quite an impact.
Yes, he painted 3 murals, one at a private home in Pacific Palisades, one at the Chenard Art Institute, which was, and then there was one obviously on Olvera Street that was whitewashed over, that the Getty is now trying to bring back to life and restore. So it was a movement at the time, and the Mexicans were hugely influential in the California art scene. Everything was Spanish Revival.
Gee, I don't see any evidence of that.
Yeah, but look around the show. That's pretty funny. But anyway, I like your new website, and you got a new online version of your magazine now.
Yeah.
Which is great. So congratulations.
Okay.
Very